Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to those that are here and also those that are live streaming from various places. So let's settle into our evening with our meditation. So having established a comfortable sitting position, aligning our body with some degree of symmetry, balance, poise, helping to enable some inner mindful presence. Using this time to enable a gift to ourselves, the gift of simply being and knowing rather than always doing and thinking. A mini retreat, retreating, moving back from the ways of the world, the issues and concerns of self, moving the mind from roles that come with responsibilities, obligations, duties, stress, and thinking. So even giving ourselves permission to not have to get caught up in thoughts about what has been, thoughts about what might be, and allowing a calm, objective, receptive, attentive knowing in the present. Meditation is practicing being present, developing this knowing the present moment, this place and point of existence, realizing the point of existence, making that real for us, the present moment. And that access into the present moment can be known through connecting with each soothing, therapeutic breath, our lifeline to the present moment, the breath. Not forcing, controlling, but just allowing our body to breathe itself naturally. And giving kind, caring, compassionate, even joyous, calm attention to each breath. These four spiritual emotions, metta, karuna, mudita, upekkha, mindful kindness, mindful concern, mindful joy, and mindful calm. Bringing those to mind, to heart, as we bring awareness to each soothing, therapeutic breath. But before focusing on the breath, just relaxing awareness down into the body as we breathe out any stress, tension from the happening of the day, the week. Mindfully feeling into the body, this foundation of awareness, foundation for experience, the body. Sensing, feeling the body sitting here. Noticing a few contact sensations. Some reference points for feeling into the present moment, feeling our feet connecting with the floor. Feeling the body connecting with the chair, the cushion, or meditation stool, sensing that. Feeling our hands connecting in our lap, making sure they feel comfortable, adjusting them if we need to. Bringing awareness up to our face, noticing, sensing, feeling our face, maybe even some air against our face. Sensations on our face, within our face. And even noticing light coming in through the closed eyelids. And even looking into that lightness, brightness, blankness through the closed eyelids. A forward focused gaze into the space in front through the closed eyelids, into that lightness, brightness, blankness. Not being distracted by any background sounds. And choosing not to engage any internal sight or sounds, the mental sight or sound of thoughts. And rather choosing to focus our mind's attention onto the breath, wherever we feel that the most, maybe at the nose nostril area. Directing attention, sustaining attention. The mind collecting energy and connecting energy to the present through each soothing, therapeutic breath. Feeling the inflow, outflow of the breath, whilst also looking into the lightness, brightness through the closed eyelids. And if it's helpful to use a meditative word or two in the mind to help remain focused, such words as calm on the in-breath, ease on the out-breath. Calm, ease, calm, ease, calm, ease. Developing focus, leading to mental collectedness, concentration, and inner calm ease. in the last few minutes of this meditation, using this time to bring forth the feeling of joy, mudita, the third of the four spiritual emotions, joy with and for others. And as a way of helping to engage in this feeling of joy, maybe remembering, bringing to mind a situation maybe that happened today, yesterday, during the week, or the last while where we felt a sense of joy with and for others. Situation where maybe someone expressed their happiness, their good fortune, some good result with something, and we felt and expressed a sense of joy with and for them. And sense of delighting in something worthwhile. So finding an incident, bringing it to mind, remembering maybe what we said, and particularly what we felt, helping to bring up this feeling of joy with and for that other person or persons. It's altruistic joy, sympathetic joy, connecting, communing in this positive energy, this joy with this other person or persons, appreciative joy. Even feeling this sense of our heart smiling towards them. Vibrancy and invigoration, a vitality and aliveness. Even the healing balm of joy. Bringing ease and well-being to mind and body. It's conscious connection, positive connection with someone else. Feeling of joy. Maybe even visualizing our breath as a light, a radiance, color, warmth. Even breathing out from our heart center towards the image of that person or persons. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling, sharing, connecting in joy. It's wondrous, therapeutic feeling, quality, emotion, mind state, way of being. Happiness for others. Gift of happiness, gift of joy. Breathing into and out from the heart center and feeling the aliveness, the freshness, the lightness, brightness of mind and body. This quality of mudita, joy with and for others. just before ending this meditation, allowing ourselves to even feel joy for ourselves, feeling good, feeling joy for ourselves in having shared joy with others, a good feeling for ourselves, appreciating our worth, self-worth, in the gift of joy for others. To end the meditation, just taking a deep breath and slowly opening our eyes to finish. So do we feel okay now? Good? Better? Bit of joy? Good psychological medicine? Please help yourself to some tea and biscuits, and then we can have some reflections on mudita. So we're continuing to look into the four Brahma Vihara. That word that translates generally as divine abiding, divine abode, which I tend to translate more loosely as spiritual emotions, a way of feeling, relating, engaging, being into the world through these four emotions, attitudes, mental states that include thoughts, speech, way of being, an energy, a vibrancy that the Buddha recommended as really skillful, really healthy, really important, but especially for conscious relationship. relating in a skillful way with others, and also as well relating to ourselves through these four Brahma Vihara spiritual emotions. And certainly as we reflected the importance and power of them as really healthy sort of mind-body health through feeling and engaging these emotions. And as I said before, last week, we looked into compassion, week before that into kindness, but that sense that engaging these four helps to protect the other persons that we're engaging with. We're engaging in these positive qualities, helpful qualities. It also helps to protect the quality of the relationship. Also helps to protect ourselves, so we're not sort of relating in a way that is likely to cause harm to us, other people getting upset, angry, distressed with us. Also protects the quality of our mind, mental state, and also of the world at large. So the world needs more people that are engaging and relating through these four ways of being, as opposed to the opposites. So just as a remind, so the four metta, quality of kindness, we can call this mindful kindness, karuna, mindful concern or compassion, mudita, mindful joy, joy with and for others, and upekkha, mindful calm, a calm composure in relating and dealing with the challenges, the sort of issues of life. So they become like a healthy way of relating to all variety of experiences. So this week, looking into this quality of mudita, which it's challenging to find any one good word to translate as mudita, which is strange. We don't in English have one word that's to describe mudita. There's plenty of other words that describe other emotions: anger, fear, frustration, jealousy, envy, etc. But usually one has to use 2 or 3 words to define, describe, translate mudita as a joy with others, a joy with and for others, a sympathetic joy, an altruistic joy. There might be a word in another language apart from Pali. The word mudita is from the Pali language. Does anyone know any other language that would have that quality of joy, a sense of delight or joy with and for others? Anyone speak any other languages? It might be in Chinese or Thai, maybe. Even languages that have a relationship with Buddhism, like Thai. Though in Thai, they tend to put the word quam, which means sort of a feeling, quam this, quam that, etc. Or they just use the Pali mudita. So this quality is really, really important, significant, because it helps to balance out the other qualities that we've been looking at. So just a general kindness, metta, general mode of operating, metta, kindness, care with others. In certain situations where someone is distressed, upset, in pain, confused, not well, compassion, karuna. And then when people are well, happy, they've had good fortune occurring, okay, joy, I'm so happy for you, this is wonderful, I'm so glad for you, etc. And then next week we'll look into upekkha, equanimity, a sense of calm composure. So they become like a really helpful alliance of empowered qualities for relating, connecting, engaging into the experience of life. This evening, I thought to read from the notes that I've put together. These are notes that I've put together as at times a course, a 4-week course, or a day workshop. I read them this morning and thought, oh, they're not too bad. In fact, they're actually pretty good. So to be able to give you more succinct information, which I've put together, I'll read from these notes, and then we can have any questions or discussion afterwards. And I even begin the section on mudita with a quote from William Blake, one of my favorite quotes. "He who binds to himself a joy does the winged life destroy. But he who kisses the joy as it flies lives in eternity's sunrise." That sense of flowing with the joy, not binding and holding and clinging and grasping, but allowing, flowing with the joy. So mudita is the quality and expression of sympathetic joy, to be pleased and have a gladness for and with others. Mudita was referred to by the Buddha as, in quote here, the mind deliverance of gladness. The mind deliverance of gladness. So a sense of like freedom through this quality of gladness and joy. Mudita connects us to others through a shared joy, both the joy or gladness at, but also with. So with them, especially if they're present with us. So having joy with them. Mudita cuts through and challenges the thoughts, states of mind, feelings, and behaviors associated with envy, jealousy, judging, discriminating, demeaning, avarice, and boredom, which are all based in aversion and attachment. So particularly envy and jealousy. So that'd be the opposite of mudita, of which is this one word, envy. But mudita, sympathetic joy, joy with and for others. Mudita is supported by metta, karuna, gratitude, delight, and rapture. Mudita is a very positive emotion and energetic dynamic to relate from into conscious relationship. It has a great transformational potential. Just on that sense of when we're expressing mudita, it's like we're appreciating others. I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate what you've achieved. I appreciate what you've learned or experienced, as a sense of acknowledgement. So that's really healthy for relationship. You can all imagine the opposite. If someone says, "Oh, guess what happened to me?" or "Guess what I experienced today?" and you can see the happiness. What? Whatever. So what? What about it? Or we downplay that. Well, you think that was good. Let me tell you what happened to me. And just, well, the person feels a bit sort of put down. Both karuna and mudita arise out of metta. So compassion and kindness arise out of that, compassion and joy arise out of that quality of metta, that foundation quality. The no strings attached wish for the happiness and welfare of others. Where karuna is the full response of our metta to the pain of others, mudita is the full response of our metta to and with others in joy. So responding with joy. Both karuna and mudita, so compassion and joy, help to free the mind from attachments and aversions that keep us preoccupied with our own subjective self-interest, cutting us off from care and interest in others. So again, it's a real expression of interest and connection to others. It helps other people to feel that we're aware, we're listening, we feel, we care about them, we have joy with them. Mudita reminds us of joy when we are lost in sorrow. Karuna, compassion, balances mudita and keeps it from becoming ignorant optimism or sentimentality. So it balances it a bit. Mudita keeps karuna from becoming despair over the enormous degree of pain and suffering in the world. So if there's just compassion, one can get overwhelmed with that compassion fatigue, burnout. So that the mudita, the sense of joy, helps us see that where there is joy, where there is happiness, where there is good things happening, as opposed to getting really down and overwhelmed. Mudita energizes us and further encourages karuna, compassion, to be active and energized. These three spiritual emotions, metta, karuna, mudita, all support and enhance each other as a powerful approach and engagement into relating and conscious relationship. So the near enemy of mudita, joy, we spoke about the near enemy, something which is close to, even disguised as the wholesome quality. The far enemies away, you can see, I can see the enemy there, as opposed to they're around somewhere, can't see them. So the near enemy of mudita is exuberance, overexcitement. So someone says something, you don't want to get too excited. It's like, wow, it's more excited than I am. What's your interest there? The far enemy of mudita is envy and resentment. So the opposite, envy and resentment. The aspiration of mudita, so as an aspiration in one's mind, maybe even saying, may your happiness and joy never leave you. May your good fortune ever increase. Sort of like an aspirational wish, which one can even do as a meditation. So may your happiness and joy never leave you. May your good fortune ever increase. So using mudita in meditation as a meditation helps to develop a connection to others through the experience of joy and gladness in their good fortune and well-being, which again, even if they're not currently with us, the sense of connecting to them in mind, in heart, in that positive feeling, creates that sort of connection so that in your mind, you maybe even feel, I want to go and give them a call, send them an email, a sense of positive connection with them. There's some of the words from the Buddha about this quality of joy. So a quote from the Buddha here: live in joy, in love, ever among those that hate. Live in joy in health, even among the afflicted. Live in joy in peace, even among the troubled. And also health, contentment, and trust are your greatest possessions, and freedom your greatest joy. Look within, be still, free from fear and attachment. Know the sweet joy of the way. That's the Buddha. So again, a very, very important, powerful, potent possibility of feeling with and for others. And again, it's not enough just to have the quality of metta, sense of just kindness and friendliness, or of compassion, but we need to have the joy there as well. I'd even recommend that it's an important quality to engage and to have that. It helps to sort of even help people feel okay about sharing their joy. Because at times there's times you think, oh, I won't tell them because they'll probably feel upset that I've had this good fortune, or they might even feel a bit jealous, or they might have said, why did you get it and I didn't? So that's sort of sad if people can't express their joy because they feel that other people are going to be uneased by it. But even developing a sentiment and a way of being where we feel really open and free to express our joy, and other people receive it well, and then they give us the gift of being so happy with us. That creates a type of dynamic where people are more likely to share their good fortune, their happiness, and so forth, because and that makes a sort of a mood of ease and joy and well-being and positivity, as opposed to the opposite. So a very, very important quality to develop. Anyone like to share where you felt that joy with and for others, and maybe even how someone else maybe responded to that, what you might have said or felt? Maybe sharing what you had in the end of the meditation, maybe remembering someone, or a friend, a partner, a brother, a sister, a child, and a sense of delight and joy and sharing. Even a colleague at work, get the good energy happening. Pip.
I think I was just sort of went straight to sort of Karuna Metta, and I think I have got a bit of Karuna overload actually. And I was feeling a little bit guilty because I was trying to think of Joe, my son, because as you know, I'm only here for a couple of weeks, and since I've been here, he's just sort of been, oh, this is terrible, and that's terrible. And I think I'd really love to share some mudita.
Yeah.
Just give me something, you know, that I can share. And I'm just thinking, you know, and it just goes to sort of the meta karuna sort of thing, and it is a bit
Yeah. Well, so what if you were to mention something to him about something that's good that's happening to you? So then he can then go, oh, fantastic. That's so great, Mum. I'm so happy for you. Well done. And then so he's feeling it. And then you can even you know, connect back with him and what's happening for you that's great. So like changing the mood, the vibe, because it's easy to get caught into like a vibe, a heavy, stressed or depressed or negativity. It's catching. It takes extra work to sort of raise one's consciousness of others as well, beyond being sort of caught into that sort of low mood.
Well, it has to be in a genuine sort of way.
Yeah,
because
for
otherwise
sure.
It's just that toxic positivity. Let's
mm.
just post our best life on Instagram. So, yeah.
Just simple things that delighting, like when I was flying over here, I saw this, it was amazing out of the plane, or
Yeah, nature always works.
It's more easy to want to grumble about things.
Negativity bias.
That's right. Yes, yes.
The Germans even found a word for the opposite of mudita. The Germans have the Schadenfreude, the delight in misfortune of others.
It's terrible. You don't want to share that one around.
But the truth is, thanks for saying that, Pip, wherever you are. Oh, Pip, because I think I had an experience during the week where I was in company with somebody. I was totally aware mudita was not part of it, like not for me. It was not generating. And it wasn't generating. And so I just observed it and just observed that at this moment and just wasn't attached or non-attached. Like, I think that is part of it. Like, I don't necessarily think at every moment generating joy is a reality of the moment.
No, it's not. No, that's what it's for. Might be compassion or just kindness or equanimity, calm.
I found it took that I was like, I can't think of anything during that sit for it, and then finally a small thing from work where something a colleague, you know, got a well done recognition. What did I noticed like a sense of lifting, I guess. With that, and I didn't really have the opportunity to say much regarding it.
But you felt something.
Yeah, and it felt good to you know, share a reaction on a chat. It wasn't it wasn't a big thing. Yeah, so that's
I think even being more aware of it as a quality and the benefit and the worth of mudita helps us to be more able to engage it and use it, becomes more at hand. It's like to notice when someone says something or they're happy or say, well, no, you seem very smiley today. What are you happy about? And oh, on the way here, this happened, and I'm so happy that I was able to do this or that. And it's like, wow, that's great, good. So there's a sense of looking out for opportunities to connect and share mudita. Given that, again, the sentiment of the world, the general sentiment of the world at the moment is pretty heavy, and with things that are going on nationally, internationally, news items are always more about the negative. So it's like our spiritual practice is to try and not get caught into and sunk down by negative events, but have a, let's say, not just optimistic but realistic approach to, well, there are good things happening. There's people doing good things, experiencing good things, having some happiness. So let's connect in and see that as part of the fabric of life, not just the negative stuff. Particularly with children. So if you have children and they sort of, they're happy about something, achieving something, or even if you find that they're initially not happy, they only got 95 out of 100, they can get 100, but it's, oh, well done, that's great, that's fantastic, you know, you've done well. And so that they can then start to feel a sense of joy as well. So Brendan, you've got your family from America arriving this week. Next week. So opportunity for you to have some delight and joy with them.
Oh, especially with my granddaughter, 4-year-old. So, but whale watching trip planned,
Okay.
and then a trip to go up see the glowworms, Mount Tambourine. So there'll be plenty of theatre with her enjoyment. Yeah.
Yeah. And especially as they experience new things and they sort of express that joy, to sort of connect and share and delight with them. They might want to stay here.
I need to get somewhere else to stay. It'll be very crowded.
In your house.
Yes.
Mm.
I was just trying to think of just this experience of when Medita can go too far, or it seems ingenuine, or you know, sometimes I've experienced that, particularly moving from like a different work cultural environment to another work cultural environment that's, you know, maybe one's more focused on positive reinforcement, and then moving to another workplace which is different sort of way of relating, and that sort of not landing very well. But I just recall working with young people and being really specific about what you're sharing joy in. I think that helps to make it land. Or like when, you know, mentoring or teaching, I think with young people in particular, it'd be instead of just constant praise, but being really targeted on like on those moments of growth or challenge or overcoming challenge. I feel like that's, or even with, you know, peers, it's just being more specific about exactly what you're appreciating or you're seeing as a real joyful achievement or something.
So interesting. So praise could be implicit within the mudita, within the joy, or maybe not necessarily to be there, especially if there's a sense of just oh, I like that. That's I like that. Good sense of expressing one's own joy in something that they might be joyous about. It's not so much praising, but in some situations it might be praising if someone's done something that's praiseworthy. Particularly with you, Claire, and working with people at doing art, a sense of where there's a natural sense of liking or appreciating or seeing something that they've done. You can see they're pleased with it, and the sense of, wow, I like that too. That's great.
And I think as well, like when someone else feels really joyful about something they've achieved, as well as just asking them, you know, what part of it they're feeling joyful about too, can help, I think, to connect even further.
Yeah, that's good.
Because it might not be the entire thing, or it might be something, sometimes it's just things that you don't even think would be the most joyful aspect of a situation or something that someone's feeling joyful about. It might be something much more obscure, but then knowing exactly more in more detail sometimes really helps.
So certainly joy is, yes, it's to be felt, it's to be shared, to be connected with, but also to be explored as well in the context of insight and understanding. What do I tend to find joy in? What do I delighting with other people, what sort of resonates in terms of joy, because which will then probably relate to some degree to our own interests. Someone does something and you have no interest in it, and it doesn't sort of appear particularly special and doesn't sort of resonate. But if there's something that we have as an interest, a delight, a skill, a quality that is important for us, and they're embodying it or expressing it or sharing it or showing it, then it's like the sense of resonance and even synergy, connection occurring. So exploring how joy occurs for us, particularly in terms of delighting in other people's joy and happiness. So an important quality to develop, and which also helps to become part of the holistic approach of these 4 qualities. So next week we'll look into equanimity, the Buddhist quality of upekkha, equanimity, to be equanimous, to maintain equilibrium, to equipoise, a balanced approach as we interface and engage in the realities, challenges of life. And as a bit of a heads up, the Buddha said that of all the qualities, equanimity is the most important, because it's certainly one that we do need. The balance of compassion together with wisdom becomes equanimity. Also, just before we finish up, the Vassa retreat, the 3-month non-residential retreat period, which starts the full moon of July, finishing the full moon of October. So starts on the Sunday the 21st of July, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. So where Buddhist monasteries and Buddhist centers and monks and nuns around the world observe the 3-month Vassa retreat. So we as our group can have a 3-month non-residential retreat, so you can go home after each session rather than being here. But we'll have so 4 meditation sessions on the monthly Sundays. Some people have already connected saying they're coming along for the first one. Just to maybe note that you don't need to do all of them, but if you do want to do any of them, let me know, because I'll be sending out information that relates to all of them. PDFs of meditations and YouTube clips and articles and things. So we'll have a bit of a theme to look at and sort of study in the over the period of the 3 months. So it can be helpful to get those mail outs that I'll send. So if you do want to be involved, then send us an email and you'll be on the list to get the information and so forth. So have a great week and see you next time. Thanks for coming. Thanks for those that are live streaming in.